Howdy, guys. Have you ever wanted to be a Dark Eldar stuck on a stranded planet with no other Dark Eldar? Well, today we're going to do exactly that. We're starting our Dark Eldar Cabal in the game Rimworld, a game where you build a colony and survive. So hopefully you guys enjoy torturing people, taking prisoners, and making people work, because that's what we're doing exactly today. So here are our travelers, our survivors of our wonderful crash. We have El, the Destroyer, Lo, Lai, Azir, and Harmarath, our Dark Eldar priest. So we started out with making our stockpile and overall beginning a project into mining into the stone where we had our stockpile. The first initial plan for the base that I thought of was to kind of dig in to this mountain and maybe use it as a bunker area or a living area. I am playing Dark Eldar. It seemed wise at the time, but then I realized how slow and lazy my Dark Eldar are, as all Dark Eldar are in general. So that plan was eventually scrapped. We began processing and kind of breaking down things. I then began building walls to kind of solidify our stockpile so they wouldn't rot away all our stuff. And that was the overall plan for a while, was to just start beginning our process of building. So as I was kind of building, a huge big fuck you fire started, and it was awful, absolutely terrifying. I had no idea what to do at the time. I didn't want to fight the fire with my guys and risk, a huge fire. But luckily, the god Cain blessed us with rains down in Africa. He put out the fire. Praise be to Cain. So I started getting my guys to kind of fuck up this buffalo in hopes of getting some meat and stuff, and that's when it all came down. And some buffalo roid rage attacked our boy and started beating the fuck out of him. So I freak out. I start getting my guys kind of armed up, and they start blasting. Eventually, they gun down this poor defenseless buffalo with their wonderful Wonder Splinter rifles, and then we can't really beat it to death, so I just shoot it again and end it in the name of Cain. R.I.P. Buffalo. We then kind of start building our kitchen area where I realized our meat was rotting quicker than I could cook, and I had no dedicated cook. So we began construction of our meat area. Uh, I then later on add on next to it a storage area, which was with like passive coolers. Didn't really help. I kind of lost a lot of meat at this point in the in our quick little day update. But we started adding some stuff, adding the butchering table and stuff, but we got it meat in production. Directly after this, a raid happens from a batshit insane trash waters man known as Salto the Blaster with his club. He decided he was going to take on five Dark Eldar. Five, count it, five Dark Eldar. So I began getting us in kind of defensive positions until I realized, fuck this guy. And I run up with my boys. We kind of get in a line. I kind of again kind of separating them and kind of getting them in a formation. I wasn't too scared of Slato. I thought he was going to kind of hold back. He did not hold back. He immediately rushed us like a Kim-raged madman. He then met the power of Cain. We gunned him down with the fury of 1,000 Valkyries. And R.I.P. Slato. One for the skulls. So this is where we got our first quest. It was for a fleeing Praetorian lady. She was getting chased by a hare or a rabbit. I didn't really want to do the quest. I just wasn't in the mood at the time, so I said fuck it, and we skipped that quest. But then we began construction of our crafting area when I realized we don't really have a crafting area. It's been kind of stressful, and I kind of want to make a compound. So we began construction of the crafting area. I gave it some wood flooring, some wood walls, the generic stuff. But I was overall pretty proud of my overall work. At this point, we had a good living area. We had some defenses. We had some, research area. We even had a prison area made for Slato. He died of his wounds. He was dumped out back after I took his skull. We then kind of led on to the production of our medical area, where I wanted to kind of have a area for just in case of emergencies. And this is where I started putting down my hospital beds and more of a concrete flooring, a more sanitizable area. I felt this was the best option for our Dark Eldar, and I think I will be proven right. We haven't had any issues so far, but we'll see in the future. Hopefully we're all safe. So I kind of get the idea that our boys haven't been able to practice their religion and blessing Cain and other Dark Eldar, whatever, Billy Bop. I'm an Imperial Guard player, you know. But so I decided to make our boy Amarath our preacher and kind of give them their own ceremony to kind of help out. So I'm giving them their own free time to do their own ceremonies and kind of have their own little thing. And it seemed to go off without a hitch. A lot more machineries than I remember. So we kind of began production of power for our Dark Eldar crafting table. I realized that it needed power, and it helped us begin crafting our new types of blades. We had a lot more. We can make Wraithbone, we can make all the Dark Eldar swords and stuff, but we couldn't make the weapons yet, none of the guns. Which I was hopefully getting ready to start doing and beginning production because I needed to arm our guys a little better or begin producing better swords or weapons. I feel like I overall could do a lot better. We began production of that. We kind of, I was trying to fiddle around with the power. I'm still kind of new to the game overall, with like building and stuff like that. So, if you guys have any comments on that, leave them down. And yeah, you could see that we kind of did build. You could see our storage room for our food was made. Our crafting room kind of revitalized, and then our overall health thing was revitalized. We also got a wind turbine being built for batteries. So we began overall construction of a refrigerator once I realized our food was rotting en masse in our small little area. So this is the refrigerator area that I began building with concrete and steel to kind of give it a more, I guess, to hold the temperature in, I guess. That would be my best guess. So a big fuck you forest fire started from nowhere. I don't know how it happened, but I sent the guys to go fight it this time. It was way too close to our base. I was freaking out. I was like, oh shit, this is going to start spreading. And as you can see, it started spreading. But I wanted to keep it away from the base, and I was hoping that our road would kind of stop the fire overall. But so that's why you can see that we started getting all the guys together. I drafted everybody in to just go and fight fires. That was the whole goal for today, to just kind of stop this spread over our main thoroughfare, and hopefully not reach any of our buildings. And if so, that we could stop it. As you can see, you kind of stopped the overall lower part, and the upper part just kind of kept spreading for like the majority. It's still going, but it hasn't reached any of our base, so I'm a-okay with it. I'm waiting for the rains to return. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Today was a little shorter than most, and hopefully you guys enjoy. There will be a part 2 to this. This is just the beginning of a series, and I hope you guys enjoy and hang out more.